I used to believe love was the safest password, something impossible to hack. I was wrong. It began with a sound. The faint zip of a bag, subtle, repetitive, too consistent to be innocent. Every time I stepped into the shower, I'd hear the soft rustle of my laptop case. At first, I dismissed it as paranoia. But paranoia is just another form of vigilance in my line of work. I'm a cybersecurity analyst. I build firewalls, detect breaches, predict betrayals written in code. I should have known that the one breach I'd never see coming would be her. We'd been married 8 years. Met at a startup conference. She was radiant, sharp, curious. She'd ask questions about encryption and firewalls like she genuinely cared. Back then, I thought curiosity meant connection. Now I know it meant reconnaissance. Her name was Laura. Elegant. Composed. The kind of woman who never forgot birthdays, yet always forgot to charge her phone. I funded her dreams, her boutique, the vacations, even that Porsche she swore was an investment in happiness. I thought we were building a life. She was building an exit. The first crack in the code came wrapped in perfume, an alert on my tablet. A declined transaction, $3,400 at a luxury spa in Bali. The card was mine, but I hadn't left the country in months. When I asked her, she laughed it off. Must have been a wrong click, she said, brushing it aside. I wanted to believe her, but in my world, accidents always leave traces. So I decided to leave one for her. The bait was simple. A titanium black card slipped halfway into my laptop bag. It looked real, but it was a decoy linked to a sandbox account I'd built myself. Inside sat $57,000, enough to tempt, not enough to destroy me. Every transaction from that account would route through my private server first, recording every keystroke, location ping, and device fingerprint. The next morning, I left the card visible and went for a shower. She took it. By the following day, I saw the logs. $48,700 spent. 5-star hotels, luxury boutiques, 2 business-class tickets to London. Her name. And another. Damien. The client, she said, needed marketing help every night. The pain didn't come as heartbreak. It arrived as data. Cold, absolute. I stared at the screen and smiled. Because the card she'd used wasn't just fake. It was a trap. The sandbox account was designed for threat detection. Each charge triggered location tags, timestamps, IP traces. Within hours, I had her entire itinerary mapped, hotel rooms, restaurants, even her lover's suite number. I watched their trip unfold through digital breadcrumbs. 3 a.m. Champagne order. Mr. and Mrs. signed on the hotel ledger. I didn't confront her. I prepared. I moved my money quietly, shut down joint accounts, and transferred all assets under my company's name. Even the house, her dream home, was refinanced 2 days before her flight. She didn't notice. She was too busy taking selfies in silk robes. While she sipped wine at the Ritz, I wrote the final line of my trap. Every purchase she made rerouted through my fraud detection system. By the time she came home, her lover's name was blacklisted by every major bank. Every one of her luxury transactions was flagged as credit card fraud, committed in her own name. She walked in a week later, sun-kissed and smug, tossing her suitcase aside. "Loved the spa trip," she said with a grin. "You should try being spontaneous sometime." I looked at her, towel still around my neck. "Spontaneity suits you," I replied. She didn't see the frost in my eyes. She saw a husband too tired to fight. Perfect. That night, I stayed up finishing the final report. Every receipt, photo, timestamp, a complete automated confession. I sent it anonymously to her bank's fraud department and copied the London hotel chain for good measure. By dawn, her card activity was flagged as criminal. By noon, her phone buzzed nonstop. Blocked transactions, frozen accounts, calls from investigators. By evening, the police came. She called me from the station, voice trembling. "They think I stole something. You have to tell them." "I already did," I said. "What truth?" she asked, panic cracking her tone. "That the card wasn't real." Silence. Then a shaky whisper. "You set me up." "No," I said, calm as static. You did that yourself.
Click.
It took days for the case to unravel. Technically, her name was cleared, but the damage was irreversible. Her boutique's account was frozen. Her investors pulled out. Damien vanished, deleted profiles, new numbers gone. She came home once more, mascara smudged, desperation replacing pride. I made a mistake, she whispered. We can fix this. I looked at her like I'd look at corrupted code.
No, Laura.
You tried to hack the wrong system. She broke down on the kitchen floor. That used to hurt. Now it just confirmed how clean the break was. A week later, I filed for divorce. The court awarded me full control of the house, the assets, the savings, all safely secured under my firm's IP trust. She walked away with nothing but her passport and a lesson in cybersecurity. They say revenge is best served cold. I disagree. It's best served digitally, silent, traceable, and irreversible. Sometimes, when I shower, I still hear the faint sound of zippers. Old habits. But I smile now. Every system needs a test. And she was mine. Love, like code, only works when it's trusted. And when it's not, you debug it permanently.